what it is, what it ain't. I hope your breath don't stink. And if it do, I thought I had a moment, but I guess I don't. I normally would have some mints for you, but today we got a great day so far. It started out. First of all, I want to say I want to tell y'all a backstory. All right, last week we walked in here. Everything was set up right. Everything was going well. And for some reason, there was a blue mic, and then there was a pink mic. Now, apparently, y'all know the OG. He didn't say much when he saw the mics. He just, he let things be. And then lo and behold, I sit down and I recognize I see a pink mic. And we about to sit down, and he goes sit at the blue mic. Leaves me with the pink mic. But never thought to switch out the the pink mic. The cover. That's what we're talking about. Now, he was here before I was here. So he may have set it up that way, just to see what was going to happen. So we fast forward to today. And man, there was no mic set up, no nothing. So, I decided I'm going to set the mics up and, do a switcheroo. I got a clip for y'all, Mike. I got a clip for y'all. Hey, I just want to say this, man. Whatever you do, as Chuck Brown would say, big or small, do it well or don't do it at all. Show you right. This is the Let's Talk Sports podcast. I am Brandon Stenard, one half of the co-host. You know what I mean? The other co-host is on his way. He might be taking a bathroom break. And when you're over the age of 50, sometimes that could do a whole lot for you. Oh, wait. He's washing his hands. He done flush. Okay, I hear the toilet done flush. He's washing his hands. He's on his way. He was tuned in to the show while he was on the toilet, I guess. And here he is. Did you wash your hands? Did you dry it? Your hands look dry.
All right, what up, y'all? Here we go. We here live and Let's Talk Sports, y'all. Let's see what we got going on.
His hands look dry, ladies and gentlemen. Normally he good, but how you doing, man?
I'm doing well. We got a lot to get into, man. It seems like they say NFL. See, I think it's weird how they say free agency starts on this particular day, but you see people making transactions.
Yeah, already.
You might well say NFL free agency has officially begun. Now, the big splashes have already started. In breaking news, Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP, has decided to sign with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah.
Now, what I find mind-blowing about it is, you just got a chip, and already you are letting key figures walk out the door.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Maybe KC made him an offer that he was like, hey, I'm not going to refuse that. And you never know. We'll get to the specifics of it. But
shout out to KC for having an unlimited budget. Shout out to them. Their organization is doing wonderful, obviously, with all of these Super Bowl appearances and everything. They are benefiting everything that they invested in. So their ROI is looking pretty good. They're investing back into it, and they look like they're making another push. That's what it looks like.
And the 49ers are signing Mike Evans.
Well, I'm not going to hold you. I feel like that fits perfectly for Mike, especially with, he getting old. He ain't got to get too many passes. Every time he go up and he hit the ground, 9 times out of 10, he's out the game. I feel like this would be good for Mike Evans, man. I feel like this would be good.
Now, hold on. I don't know if this is the case. So Kyler Murray has been declared he's going to be a free agent. Tua is going to be a free agent. So, so 2 teams are without starting quarterbacks, and 2 teams, I don't know if they're going to pick up quarterbacks in free agency or draft, but right now Miami and Arizona are both saying, you know, we're going to let these quarterbacks hit the market.
I mean,
what's your take on that?
I think it.
Tua, I understand. Kyle, I don't. But go ahead.
For them to release,
right?
Yeah, I understand releasing Tua. For Arizona, I feel like y'all should have just kept Kyler and then drafted another quarterback if that's the case. Because now you really just betting on getting a quarterback, and hopefully you might be. I mean, maybe they was banking on Aaron Rodgers to, you know, not be with Pittsburgh, and maybe they might try and grab him. I feel like that might be the only other option because I don't see what other quarterback will be out there for them to grab that could do what they're looking for right now. That's what I don't think. But I do know that you know, our Commanders, you know, we made some moves. You know, we signed what's his name? Amik Robertson, cornerback from Detroit. You know, I feel like that's going to be something that's going to help us in the future. You know, with our corners that we have with Will Harris.
That's it.
I mean, for right now, I mean, we re-signed Marcus Mariota too. You know, I don't know what you're laughing for. My man's is a great
backup.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Larry Midtunsil, you know, has agreed to another 2-year extension, you know. So, you know, we good. We good.
Shadowing stuff there.
You know.
Stuff.
You know. So, you know, we working, and then we're going eventually, Lord willing, you know, we're gonna get a tight end that once played for Baltimore.
Mark Andrews? Or Tyler or Isaiah Likely?
Like, why would we go for another old tight end? Mark Andrews.
Let's not make it look like Zach Ertz ain't give y'all great.
He gave us great he was a great safety blanket. But I also don't like putting tight ends that are almost basically at the end of their career in a situation where, you know, it's diabolical for the future with their family right now. Like, come on, man. He shouldn't be getting hurt like that. You know what I'm saying? He should not be getting. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand Ertz understood that we did not have the best wide receiver core last year. And because of that, he was going to be a safety blanket a lot for Daniels. And with that, it was just like, bro, I, as a fan and as someone that respects Zach Ertz, even when he was playing with Philly, I just don't like seeing a tight end that has put in so much work in the game suffer the way that he did. Now, thank God the injury was not as severe, but at the same time, come on, man. It technically, it was a season-ending injury. You know what I mean? And we had about I think 7 games left, possibly 5. But yeah, either or. Zach Ertz, I'm glad and grateful that you're in great spirits, but man, I don't never like to see great. That's like God. I mean, it ain't gonna happen. Like Tony Gonzalez, end of his career, you know what I'm saying? He just racking up the stats, you know, trying to reach history, and then boom.
He wasn't trying to rack up his stats.
I didn't say he was, but I'm just saying.
Tony Gonzalez.
I know. I get what you're saying. I'm saying it's like, how am I gonna put it this way? It's like if he continued to keep playing and you use him as if he's a young Tony Gonzalez. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So you want Isaiah Likely?
Yeah.
That's a good tight end. Yeah. He's a good tight end.
I feel like we can keep John Bates.
So Baltimore's not keeping him, or he's on the market?
That's a good question.
Now the Raiders just signed the Ravens center to a record deal for a center. Okay, but let's go through.
You say he was the Ravens center?
Yeah. Tyler Linderbaum, he signed with the Raiders.
I mean,
projected to sign with the Raiders.
Hey,
Dean just signed with somebody. Hold on, Jamil Dean signed with somebody. Let me go back to my original. We just getting all this news in, y'all. Jamil Dean signed with somebody. Let me see what he signed with. Okay, so wait a minute. Safety Brian Cook is expected to sign with the Bengals. This stuff is coming in hot, so we're just going to go through it. The Titans are done. They're agreed to terms with CB, Alante Taylor. Flott signs, Dale Flott signs with the Titans.
I ain't gonna lie. Word is running around right now that it's a possibility that Brandon Ayuk will be coming to DC. Seems very possible.
Okay.
Seems extremely possible.
Okay.
Seems extremely possible. Now, again, that's an update that I've gotten within the last 2 hours. And I feel like it's a possibility, ladies and gentlemen. It's a possibility. I'm trying to tell you what I know and not what I'm guessing.
They said, what's up, fellas? Isaiah likely signed with the Giants for 3 years, $40 million. Solid move for them. So the Giants got likely, and the Giants look like they picked up a safety too. Giants look like they just picked up a safety too.
I just told you, New York is going to be a problem.
Get out of here.
I told you that on TikTok. New York is going to be a problem.
What's up, D?
He's thinking that New York is not going to be a problem. They got Scatterboo is coming back. For y'all.
For who?
Y'all.
Stop that, bro.
Man, the whole NFC East is alive. Every team is alive right now. Every team. Well, y'all up, but y'all not like, y'all like, that's what y'all at.
Here's our situation if you want to be funny. The reality of our situation is whatever Jerry can do to show up that defense, even if it don't become a good defense, as long as it's a formidable defense, we're going to be in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Like last year, our defense couldn't stop nobody. I'm talking about teams could just go up and down the field on us like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And even when we had a chance to make a play, like it could be 4th and 1, and this fool coordinator got the DB 7 yards off the ball. It's a pitch and catch on 4th and 1. Like the scheme was terrible. The defense was horrid. Now we did have few playmakers on the team. So like if we pick up, like right now, this morning we picked up Rashad Gary. And a lot of Cowboy fans are complaining, but I like the move. Y'all understand the scheme that we're switching schemes this year. So the guy's getting the type of players that fit his scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we got 2 good D tackles. My D tackles are good. My D tackles is good. All you got to do is give us a decent secondary. We're going to stop the run. Them because Quentin Williams is a beast.
Right. Yeah, got to give him respect.
He's a beast.
Got to give him respect.
You know. And then you got I forget his name, number 95. So like I said, we decent up front. We got a nice linebacker in Overshown, but we need if we could pick somebody like Nakobe Dean up in the middle, a linebacker that knows how to run the defense and know how to make plays. You know, like I said, we got it. I can't say nothing about a true prediction on us until I see somewhat of what we're doing on defense, especially with that secondary. As we continue to go through this, running back Keaton Mitchell not coming back to the Ravens. He will be a free agent. They gave Malik Willis $45 million fully guaranteed. So the Dolphins really are making Malik Willis their quarterback for $45 million. I hope you're not.
Well,
$45 million?
Well.
Oh, the Steelers signed Jamil Dean. Kobe Bryant signs 3-year deal with Chicago.
So, are we or are y'all getting Trey Hendrickson?
I hope we don't get no Trey Henderson. Y'all can have him. I don't know.
I mean, I technically don't want him either, but you know that's the word around town, especially since Max Crosby is no longer available.
I ain't gonna lie. For us, that's too hefty of a price because we got too many other holes to fill on our defense. See, that's the one problem you got. When you got so many spots to fill on your defense, you can't make that big of a
splash
commitment.
Move.
You know what I mean? You're gonna pay him and you're gonna pay him and you got to give up 2 first-round draft picks. Yeah. That's a hefty price. We can't pay that price.
That's real.
We can't pay that. So let's go through this. Kenneth Walker signed. We got to see what Kyler Murray going to end up.
Of course, Travis Kelce is expected to return for his 14th season.
Breece Hall for the Jets. Alec Pierce, I think somebody just signed him. Nakobe Dean.
He going back to Indianapolis.
That's what I thought. Nakobe Dean. Jalen Phillips. ETN, he signed already.
I ain't gonna hold you. Malik Willis is a good quarterback. He ain't bad.
What he done?
Exactly. He ain't bad.
What
when
he
he
done?
did have his chance to play, he wasn't bad. So I feel like that's a good replacement for Tua. I mean, I ain't about to say where's Tua done because you know what I'm saying, he brought some excitement to Miami, but
I mean, Tua couldn't stay healthy. Oh, Debo's a free agent?
You ain't know that.
Kyle Pitts? You don't want Kyle Pitts?
I wouldn't mind Kyle Pitts, but I'd rather Ayuk.
Okay. Kyle Pitts tight end.
I know.
God.
But what I'm saying is,
the receiver, the speedster that they got from New Orleans, for Seattle, he's a free agent too. Joey Bosa's a free agent. Aaron Rodgers is a free agent. Please, y'all.
That's why I said Arizona gonna go for Aaron Rodgers.
Calais Campbell is still in the league. My man said, is Willis worth that kind of money? How many games has he started in his career? Well, listen, who am I to argue with, whoever the talent scout is or that? But who's the next big thing quarterback in college that you're going to draft? You know what I mean? They like Malik Willis. Right? Didn't he start with the Titans?
At one point, I think he did start with the Titans.
Look.
Let's check. Let's do that.
I don't look. Is he worth the money? $45 million for quarterback, really? How many years did
he was with the tight end.
How many
I said tight end. He was with the Titans.
I don't know, but Khalil Mack is a free agent.
Hold up. He was with Houston too.
Kirk Cousins is a free agent.
Now, Arizona.
Cam Curl.
Arizona.
Najee Harris.
Arizona. If y'all don't grab Kirk Cousins and help out Marvin Harrison Jr., I feel like it'll be a good duo. I ain't
gonna lie to y'all, man. This is not no real. I'm not gonna lie. In previous years, except for like maybe a few quarterbacks, Stephon Diggs, Romeo Dobbs, Dallas Goedert. Hey, what's up? Hey, D. What's up? Dallas Goedert, the free agent? What's popping? Dallas Goedert, the free agent? What y'all doing? Y'all know y'all need Dallas Goedert. Tariq Woolen. Now, that's who we need to go after. I didn't know Tariq Woolen was a free agent. Now, Jerry, go get Tariq Woolen and Nakobe Dean, and we can do everything else in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tariq Woolen and Nakobe Dean, Bobby Wagner. I'll take Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby on his way back to us.
I'll take Bobby for a 1-year deal.
Bobby coming back to us, chick.
So Nakobe Dean or Bobby Wagner for 1 year.
Bro, y'all not getting Bobby Wagner.
Okay, golly, you really feel a way about Bobby Wagner?
I mean, Bobby got a lot going on in the city, in the DMV. Between him getting did he get his doctorate or his master's?
I mean, he still got stuff going on in Seattle, but he ain't there.
No. He already got people taking care of things out there. He got things to finish it. He got things.
All right, well, sign him. I mean,
we're going to sign him.
Like I said,
it's just day one.
Listen. I rock with Bobby. I thought Bobby was cool. We met Bobby, chopped it up with Bobby, at the Mystics game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he cool dude. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, y'all can keep Bobby. I want Nakobe Dean anyway.
That's cool.
I don't want no linebacker in his 19th year.
No, you definitely said you would pick him up for 1 year though.
I did.
So you can't say you don't want no quarter.
Listen what I'm saying. If I got to choose between him and Dean, give me Dean.
I get that.
Okay.
I understand that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bradley Chubb.
Oh, that makes sense why ESPN got Tyler Linderbaum as a number 2 top free agent.
Yeah, but I mean,
what?
Record money for a center? Man, you better. I mean, thank you, Jerry. That's one thing I get, Jerry. Thank you for constantly drafting linemen. Jerry draft a lineman when he don't need to draft a lineman. I'd be mad. Like, why are you still drafting linemen? But at least we ain't got to do that. I feel ridiculous if your first big pickup in free agency is a center.
I mean, back in the day, you know that was like a thing.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all though, but this ain't no okay. You got Jabril Peppers, Kevin Bonnet. All right, Jerry, you can go for one of them and get some experience in your secondary. Wow, they got Tyreek Hill way at the bottom of free agents
because of his injury, bro. That's why. They think that he's not going to be as resourceful.
Reed Blankenship. So I ain't gonna lie, Jerry. It's a lot of safeties. This is a heavy safety DB. Asante Samuels Jr.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely wouldn't mind Romeo Dobbs.
Harrison Smith.
I would not mind Romeo Dobbs.
Hey, Jerry. It's a heavy safety DB free agents. So, Jerry, you can go ahead and we can go shopping. We can go shopping. But we should be able to get a couple experienced people to just get in the Kobe.
You said Reed didn't sign with nobody yet, right?
Reed Blankenship?
Yeah.
No.
All right, yeah, we gonna pick him up.
I ain't gonna lie. Like I say, it's a lot of DBs and safeties in this free agency.
Yeah, we gonna pick him up.
Now we're gonna shift to the NBA. And the other night, the return of my young ball, Jason Tatum. And they was victorious over Dallas. And yesterday they was victorious over a team that was hot in the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, do you think the return of Jason Tatum make Boston legit championship contenders?
I mean, I feel like yes, because Tatum came back, dropped 20 on Cleveland, and then on Dallas, 15. I feel like he's getting his legs again. Of course, Gilbert Arenas brought a good point up in his podcast.
What's
saying
that? They be hating.
Nah, he wasn't hating. They were just asking the question that everybody else has been arguing about, as if Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can actually coexist on the same team.
They've done it already.
Exactly.
They've done it already.
But the thing is that people are saying, and then I don't know if it's actual truth because I got to do my research, but they're saying that Jason and Jaylen have both said before that they do not mesh together. So that could be just entertainment talk. Again, I got to do the research, so I can't just say, oh, yeah, it's solidified. But, I feel like they can. They got a ring together. So I don't know what more you could say about if they can work together or not. Now, of course, who wants the ball more? It might be a little conversation, but obviously they've been working together enough to get a championship. So I don't see where, why the people's voice is going to overpower the facts.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna read this comment. I'm gonna respond to your statement, and this comic sort of lands in it too. So he says, as long as he falls in line, it's Jaylen Brown team for now. The saddest thing about this situation is this, and I'm gonna say this: there are some people that I've seen in time. Russell Westbrook is one of them, and now Jason Tatum is the next. There's some people out here that are the most unfairly criticized superstars for no reason. I need somebody to tell me. Anybody in this comment section, and I hope even after this that when we make the reels pick this one. What is it about Jason Tatum that makes so many people hate on him? Because this is hate. This is hate. This is not basketball.
Yeah.
Okay, two players, right? They got drafted together.
Mm-hmm.
They've been on the same team for now 7 years. In that 7 years, as rookies, they went to Game 7 with the then King of the East, LeBron James, right? And this is the funny part. They were supposed to be under the tutelage of Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. That was supposed to be their team, and they were drafted to be role players for two superstars, but ended up taking over their team, right? It ended up being their team.
Yeah.
So then they went to a couple championship Eastern Conference Finals, didn't get over the hump, right? Kyrie decides to bounce.
Yep.
Then they actually make it to the finals. They lost to the Golden State Warriors. Everybody ripped Jason Tatum them to shred. They shrunk against the, they didn't show up at the right time. But my God. So my first time in the finals, right? We going up against a team that they only been there 6 times. They only been there 6 times. They only been there 6 times. Our first finals going against a team that been there 6 times. But we criticize. Okay, we spin the block. We come back. They get it done. So these two guys together are world champions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, Jaylen Brown did get the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals and the MVP and the Finals MVP. Right? So everybody says it's his team. But the one thing nobody mentioned in both of those Eastern Conference Finals and the Finals, Jason Tatum led the team in points, rebounds, and assists. The entire playoffs and the finals. He's actually the only player in NBA history to lead his team in points, rebounds, and assists and didn't get finals MVP. That's never happened before.
Man.
So now he's back. No question. Jaylen Brown held it down. He's having a wonderful season. It shouldn't matter who we say is the best, but we know together they get results.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, when you really think about it, it kind of, it can't all the way relate because they did not go to the finals, nor did they win a finals together, but John Wall and Bradley Beal.
Huh? What are you talking about?
When the Wizards started going through another rebuild phase, they were moving out of the Caron Butler, Anton Jameson, Gilbert Arenas era. Wall came in. He was supposed to be under Gilbert Arenas' mentorship. Gilbert was already down to mentor Wall, but he also wasn't down to mentor Wall. He admitted this. So it was kind of like Arenas was going through the whole situation with Javaris Crittenton and, but you remember what that was all about, right?
No, go ahead, refresh my memory.
You remember the Javaris Crittenton when they pulled up, when they walked into the arena and they had the BB guns?
Oh, no.
You don't know about that?
I don't remember.
Man, wow. Well, that's okay. You don't remember. But I know for a fact that I was excited to see a Gilbert Arenas, John Wall duo. Then we brought in Bradley Beal. By the time Beal was in, Gil was gone. So now you got Wall and Beal, and we brought in my boy Nene. I know you remember Nene. Yeah. So we had a duo. Then we got the triple. When I say the triple, meaning we had Nene. Once we got Pierce, I mean, it was nothing much more that we even had to talk about, but for some reason we just couldn't get over that one hump. But what
you mean LeBron?
What you mean LeBron? In
Y'all
the playoffs?
LeBron.
In the playoffs?
You know the LeBron a couple times.
It was LeBron. Every time we actually was doing something playoff-wise, LeBron.
And then the one time y'all lost to the Celtics when they had my man, the other Isaiah Thomas, and I can't believe it. I used to root for him, man. My man got done so dirty, man.
Yeah, man. Now he having conversations about my boy Nas Core, who is a well-known, I don't want to say he wasn't a street baller. He was more of like he balled in, I think, college, didn't make it to the NBA. The Big Three signed him as soon as he was done with college. And he just, boom, skyrocket from there. And then, of course, the conversations came about that he's the most dominant point guard that is not in the NBA in a sense. And he got the right to speak it because he's won a championship with the Big Three. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely, he didn't win MVP, but he's definitely a dominant guard. He's a dominant guard. I'm talking like NBA wouldn't allow him to play based upon their style. He's more street ball style, aggressive, and the NBA not like that. So, I feel like he's like a Gary Payton, like he really has a physique that's not normal for the point guard position in a sense in today's time. He's bulk.
All right. Speaking of that, since we're talking about the Wizards and things like that, we could talk about the new look Wizards that you got to see up close and personal. So talk about, what you seen from the Wizard, from Trae Young, Julian Reese. Talk to us, okay? And you're in the locker room. Tell me what the vibe is like and what's going on out there.
Well, I'll tell you one thing for a fact. Washington Wizards fans have something to look forward to in the future because Trae Young, has already met expectations. He's not only bringing in people into the seats already, he got Anthony Davis on the bench, bro. Like Anthony Davis is on the bench. He traveled with the team. Shout out to the team now building camaraderie off the camera. I feel like right now, don't get me wrong, no, we have not won yet with Trae. And that was one of the reasons why I did not want to have him playing right now, because I know that everybody's going to have something to say. Oh, he still can't help the team win. My man has limited minutes, all right? He's only averaging, I think, 19 to 20 minutes a game right now. And those times, he's definitely very, very, very successful on the court with the young core. This is showing the young men that's on the team with the Bub Carringtons, Keyshawn is out hurt right now. But you got Bilal. I feel like those youngins are going to actually really see on the court, okay, now we don't have to defend him. We just got to know how to support him in his position as the floor general, in a sense. So, yeah, I feel like we got a lot to look forward to next season. I know Anthony Davis is definitely excited just from the conversations and seeing him interacting with the fans. I feel like he's going to have a lot to offer to the team, especially with him not having to play the 5. You know what I'm saying? He can play the 4. Let Alex be at the 5. Juju Reese, man. The thing about it is that now our team is so packed with players that the question is going to be, who's going to be here next year?
Well, I would say you keep Julian Reese.
But the
keep
issue,
Trae Young.
But see, the thing is with that is, okay, we want to keep Ju, but it's like if we just extended Tristan Vucevic now, unless we're going to trade him.
What kind of contract does Julian have?
Right now, it's like it's a temporary contract.
Right. So you're not paying him nothing. So
I'm hip, but
he wants to stay in the league.
I'm hip, but
right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I see what you're saying there. I see what you're saying.
And let somebody offers him something.
Which can
happen, but if it don't, you can still.
That's a gamble that, I guess the Wizards
got another comment. It says facts. Trae Young looking good in limited minutes. It is a lot to be excited for as a Wizards fan.
Indeed. Indeed.
I
don't know if people saw the other what was it last night? Who were they playing? Who were they playing? I don't think. Yeah, it was last night. We lost last night to. I forgot.
Was it Orlando?
Let me check. Let me double check. But I'll tell you this: he had a play where Trae he went for the ball. He dove for the ball. His back was towards our court, and he just tossed like from the floor, just on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Behind the back, real quick.
The Pelicans.
Pelicans, yeah. Pelicans.
Oh, so you went against, he's from here, Jordan Harkins and them. Shout out to them. But yeah, so that, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, shout out to Julian Reese. We had the pleasure of meeting the young man and, when we covered the Mystics game for Angel.
This is when he was with the Lakers.
And this was when he temporary with the Lakers. And, I went past him and asked him, I was like, yo, I was drawing a blank for some reason. I said, give me a question to ask Angel in the press conference. He says, well, ask her who will win between me and her one-on-one. And she was like, well, I used to beat him. But he probably can't. I kind of can't beat him now. Remember, we walked back out there. My man was like, nah, she ain't never beat me. I don't know what she talking about. I believe her.
Yeah.
I believe her, Julian. You probably was a little younger. Probably don't remember.
Yeah.
But I believe her. I believe she was stronger. Sometimes when you grow up, the girls grow up when you're young. She's stronger. She gets her strength before you do.
Right.
And then as you grow, you become, you know what I mean? Because just like I know for a fact, I know Cheryl Miller was spanking Reggie. She was spanking Reggie at one point. Now, when Reggie became a grown man, he probably, because she said, like, she came home one time, was like, from college.
And he
like,
dropped like certain amount of points. She dropped like 100 in the game, right?
Nah, that part, but I'm talking about, she said, you know, they used to play one-on-one.
Yeah.
Right, so she said, after, you know, she came home and we went out back and I went to shoot the ball and he wouldn't, like, pin my stuff to the glass. She said, you know what? I called Daddy and said, you know, you need something. She said, I never played him one-on-one again. Because that's when he became a man. But, you know, she used to, you know, we know she used to spank him at one point in time. You know. And speaking of women's basketball in the WNBA, the current CBA is still not looking good.
Yeah.
It looks like a stalemate. They're trying to put some stuff in place where teams can only sign the top two players get a bulk of the money, and then the rest of the team gets a little bit of money and all kinds of mess. And the biggest thing up is still they won't give these women their revenue shares. And people don't understand. Like, they offer them more money. They're not tripping off that per se. They want that 35%. Which really should be 50%. But they're willing to take 35. But you're offering them 15, which is bonkers. It's bonkers. Now, for those that don't understand what that means, let me explain to you something like this. When you look at, I don't want to, but I'm just going to use Caitlin Clark. For a team to have that influx of ticket sales, games being moved to biggest arenas, jersey sales out the wazoo, and they don't get nothing for that. That money went somewhere. And if for those that want to stay on the fence and say, well, the WNBA been losing money for all these years, this, that, and the third. If you believe that, you're stupid. But let's think about this. I even give you a pass. If you say all the other years you lost money, I don't know how. But if you did, there is literally impossible to tell me you want me to believe you over budgeted for something that you didn't know was going to happen. How do you over budget for, okay, listen, if this arena normally would have 7,000 people in it, if that, but tonight they got 18. And that went on for an entire season. How did you budget for something you didn't know was going to happen? You feel me? So you're not going to tell me you over budgeted for that. You didn't. So to say you lost money those 2 years with that influx of, because now it went from Vegas was already sold out. The New York Liberty was already sold out. Now Indiana is sold out. Now Chicago is sold out. Now Phoenix is sold out. Now Dallas is sold out. You're not going to tell me that all these arenas that went from being half empty to full, you over budgeted for that.
Not to mention the Mystics are definitely going to be playing way more in Capital One Arena this season as well.
And you got the Mystics. Let me see what my man wrote down on here. What we got here. What's up, Jimmy? He said, with Julian Reese on the Wizards and seeing the support Angel has for him, rocking the jersey further shows me how much of a mistake it was for the Mystics to not take her in the draft. They couldn't take her in the draft. They couldn't take her in the draft. They knew it. It backfired on them.
What backfired?
Talking about the WNBA. The Mystics couldn't take her in the draft. She went number 8. And they had some type of infraction that didn't have them in the top 8. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look at that draft. What draft was that? What year was that? The year
she been in the league for 2 years now.
What year was what year WNBA draft was that?
2024, right?
2024. Let's take a look. So Caitlin Clark went to Indiana Fever. They took Aaliyah Edwards. They took Aaliyah Edwards right before Angel.
I mean, it's insane because we definitely don't even have Aaliyah no more.
But that's because Kiki. Now that's because Kiki Arafin came in and.
But even with that, that's why a lot of people was trying to figure out why did we pick up Kiki if we already had Aaliyah, and then we drafted Shakira when.
You drafted Shakira the year before.
Yeah, so it was just like, what we doing? You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. Again, developing players is one thing. adding them to a team that's already pushing for playoffs is a whole nother level too. And when we brought Shakira on, Shakira was a part of that last bit of those players that were already trying to get to the championship again. And I think for that, because of the fact once they shipped everybody out, Shakira was like the last of that group. Besides, there was one other person. Brittany was gone last season, right?
Sykes?
Yeah.
Sykes, remember she left in the middle of the year?
Yeah, right.
You got to remember, go ahead, what you about to say?
Well, all I was saying was that it looked like the Mystics really were just trying to figure out who was going to gel with what they were trying to work with now. And, I mean, again.
Who you talking about, Jimmy?
A pick like that. We traded Aaliyah for what?
See, you gotta understand what happened though. See, this was the issue, and I understand why they brought in Kiki Arafin. One, because Kiki was there. You know what I mean? She was there, and secondly, Aaliyah Edwards and Shakira Austin couldn't stay healthy. They stayed hurt.
Right.
So when they both came back, because remember, I was looking forward to seeing both of them come back.
Right.
Both of them come back and to see how they would play, because I'm like, them two Twin Towers are going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But when they came back, one was hurt, then this one was hurt. This one was hurt, but that one was hurt.
Right.
This one was hurt, then that one was hurt.
But then the thing about it was that you trade away the one that was actually, I mean, I'm not saying Shakira was.
No. Shakira was balling.
I know that, but Aaliyah was balling too. You can't say she wasn't.
Not like Shakira. Not like Shakira. You got to remember, they started the season with both of them hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Kiki was hooping. So Kiki legit took one of their spot.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki took one of their spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So we now knew that they was going to be splitting time. They was going to be splitting the Shakira.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't take Kiki. Because Kiki
couldn't take the minutes away from Kiki.
You couldn't take Kiki's minutes. Because Kiki came in as a rookie and was balling and was going at the big dogs.
Yeah.
And you don't see that from a rookie big. Especially when you got to remember, you going against Jonquel Jones, you going against Asia Wilson, you going against AT, and she was handling her own.
That's real.
She was handling her own.
In breaking news, though, the Washington Commanders are signing edge rusher Odafe Oweh.
I didn't know he was about to say Trey Hendricks, or something like that.
Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't signing no Oweh, man.
He said if she would just play ball, she plays ball, bro. Listen. She talking about Angel. She went through her struggles, but her struggles were legit. Y'all gotta understand, when you are big and you coming into the WNBA, the best players in the W played her position.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You going against the creme of the creme. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a guard or something like that, not taking everybody in the W is legit, but the people you going against ain't on that level.
Yeah,
they not that level. You got a few that's on that level, but not that level.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. I'm just drawn away from all of this. Just paying attention to this pick that we just grabbed. It's a 4-year deal for $100 million. 4-year deal for $100 million.
Say your 4 years, $100 million for who? For who?
Odafe Oweh.
Washington Commanders picked up who?
Odafe Oweh.
For how much?
$100 million,
Ooh.
including 68 guaranteed.
So that's 25 on the cap. That's 25 mil off the cap. So for an edge rusher.
I mean, I'd rather rather give it to him.
Who was your edge rusher last year? Who was your DAs?
We was just bouncing around.
Oh, yeah, Dorrance Armstrong.
We was bouncing around with a few folks, man.
I ain't gonna lie, that might not be a bad move.
That's why I said I'm not upset, because it's 4 years. You break it down the right way. That ain't bad. That's not bad for an edge rusher. That he can get the job done. He can get the job done. He
ain't got no choice. It's gonna be. Oh man, my man said they need help. The Commanders.
Who is his team?
Philly. Mm-hmm. Dang, see how y'all whimper when Philly say something? Let him have been a Cowboy fan. You been all year.
Again, as we said on TikTok, Philly right now got the right to laugh at anybody in the East.
Laugh?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they do. What have we done? I mean, if anybody can really say anything much with them, it is us, even though we did lose to them. But everybody else, y'all can't even speak.
Why can't we?
Because y'all can't.
Why?
What have you done?
What have you talking about? Have we done lately? Is that what you mean?
I mean, we've been talking about current events, not prehistoric time periods.
We let Jay Phillips go. Carolina signed Phillips. Listen, my brother. Listen what I'm saying to you, bro. Listen, congratulations to what Philly has done. They do have pound for pound the best front office in the league. Mm-hmm. No question. But they was the last to the buffet. You was the last one at the buffet. You got there. Thank you. And enjoy yourself. Let's see how this plays out. Can your run be like the rest of ours?
What you mean by that?
Can their run be like the rest of ours? Y'all had a dominant decade, right? We had a dominant decade. We had a couple decades. Mm-hmm. Giants had a dominant decade. Let's see how that run pan out. That run, this run, because right now, like I said, you got the best front office in the league. One of the best offenses in the league. You have drafted excellently. I mean, unbelievable. You have a bevy of riches. This better plan out. You better get at least one more two out of this.
Yes, I mean, I definitely would say that they definitely got to get at least. Y'all got to at least get one more.
Right.
You got to. You got to at least get one more. You can't be a one-hit wonder.
Now, if they do that, then if they
now, if it's 2 more seasons and y'all don't win another Super Bowl, not about getting, y'all don't win another Super Bowl. Hey, we can start laughing. Everybody can start laughing.
Right
now, we gotta stay quiet right now.
Now, if you put another one.
Now, you did bring up Russell Westbrook too. I wanted to give him a shout out because he had a triple-double the other night. Yeah, and you know he be on them rolls, man. Matter of fact, it was last night. Yeah, triple-double. My man had 23 points. He had 11 rebounds and 12 assists. And shout out to Russell Westbrook for calling out the media crew after, I don't know what game it was. All I know is it's a clip right now of Russell Westbrook chewing out that media crew that was in that media room. I want to say this, and look at me dead in my eyes. I wish I was in that room. No diddy. Because honestly, I truly believe I would have given y'all the best type of footage for that. I would have panned that camera over to them reporter faces while Westbrook, I ain't gonna lie, he probably would have called me out and probably added me into the crew as if I'm a part of the bad media crew. But honestly, nah, we not bad media over here. Listen, we spread positivity. We spread nothing but encouragement, and we also teach you how to execute. You get what I'm saying? So, and when it comes to Let's Talk Sports, the SB Project, Red Grant in the morning, if Brandon Stennard is bringing sports and any type of news at all, I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't got to worry about it, Brody. Just give me one more season. I just need to interview you before it's over. We spoke. Shout out to David Aldridge because I was standing next to him and it wasn't like, hey, David introduced me to you. But, you know, I told you safe travels. You kept it pushing because you didn't play that game against the Wizards. You know, you didn't have to talk to anybody in the media. But I will say this. Don't retire yet because I got to ask you one question. Praise the Lord.
Shout out to that. Also, since he brought up, you know, how we carry things in the media. Stop stealing my clips, man.
Hey, man.
Stop stealing my clips, man.
Hey.
I'm tired. Listen to me. I'm tired of looking up and hearing my voice on a clip on somebody else's site, and they don't even mention
who it is.
Nothing. Stop stealing my clips. We got a comment, though.
Hey.
Stop stealing my clips.
We're going to get to that comment, but it is always somebody up there that don't reach down and say, hey, man, thanks. Shout out to you for getting this content, getting this information for us. We couldn't make it to the game. We want, you know what a 10-day contract look like for you? You know what I'm saying? What a 20-day contract look like for you? Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all just want to take all of this stuff.
I'm talking about from boxing to basketball. Like,
it's crazy.
Fight Hype took 2 of my clips. Yahoo Sports took 3 of my clips. Stop stealing my clips, y'all.
You will be so surprised how many folks that actually go and put the work in get their stuff stolen. You will be so surprised to know that a lot of the people that you follow and like, and you're liking their posts, that's not even their work. They're stealing it from somebody else. But because they may have a larger platform, and I get it, content is content, but give the credit to who it is due to. You get what I'm saying? That's another reason why a lot of photographers don't like posting their pictures on social media no more, because no one gives them the credit that they're due. They worked hard to get that credential or to get the access that they got. They ain't just pick up a camera one day and just decide they're going to just start. Well, maybe they did, but they worked to get to the point where they can start emailing PR reps and hey, I do this. Can I get some access? And if they say yes, because they respect their portfolio, how dare you? How dare your degree don't got nothing to do with how great their portfolio is. How dare you? So I'm just saying, man, be mindful, be more respectful, and show love to the person that you stole from.
All right, back to the program.
To the comments. That got me
2 chips in the last 10 years, and I don't think it's the last time Philly's going to the bowl. I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm saying you have to maximize this run. You know, because a lot of people think that, like we did it at one point in time, you think these runs are going to last forever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just like, you know, and he said, and then, but our offensive coordinator was terrible. If we would have kept Kellen Moore, I think y'all had chemistry issues. I don't think it was the offensive coordinator. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Some of the play calling was trash, but that playoff game y'all lost, that was strictly the receivers not catching the ball. I mean, and Jalen Hurts took the whole heat. He took all the heat. And I'm trying to say, how do you come back and, especially people like Shady McCoy, who I ain't gonna lie, listen, I can't wait to see you and meet you at one of these events, because I definitely think that I hate your takes on everything. I hate all your takes. Boxing, football, I hate your takes. But, you know, how you going to blame a quarterback for losing the game when you clearly saw one receiver drop 4 passes, you saw another one drop 2 or 3 passes, then the running back, your trusted man, he dropped 2 or 3. How you going to blame him and we got 7 drops in a 1-score game? He said, I agree with that. Definitely got to get at least 1. Yeah, definitely. Listen, you're not a dynasty until you get 3. You're not a dynasty until you get 3. Now, I ain't going to hold you. Oh, that's right. One was one with Nick Foles, one was one with what's his name? So,
which is the funniest thing to me, because I ain't going to lie. That Nick Foles Super Bowl win, oh, man. Who was their quarterback before when they got hurt? It was
Carson Wentz.
That's right, Mr. Wentz. He came to Washington. Man, that was a heck of a situation. It reminded me of the RG3 Kirk Cousins moment, except for we just didn't go to the Super Bowl. Don't say how.
How's that a comparable?
What do you mean? How is it comparable? Because RG3 hurt, Kirk Cousins comes in, bang.
But Carson Wentz, Nick Foles didn't get drafted together.
It didn't happen that way. But there are 2 quarterbacks that technically started one made a name for himself, the other one technically did, but he just was a backup.
Who?
Nick Foles.
Nick Foles was a starter for years.
That's what I say. He made a name for himself, and then boom, he's on the bench.
Well, he was on the bench because they brought him back. You know,
he
went to he was one of the
Detroit, right?
No, he went to Kansas City and he went to the Rams.
Oh, I'm thinking of golf. Sorry.
Yeah, he went to Kansas City and he went to the Rams. And when he went to Kansas City, they got Patrick Mahomes.
Very true. Very true. And then he came back home.
Then he came back to Philly.
And has been, just there.
A.J. Brown was doing all that complaining about the offense, then had brick hands and yeah.
I mean, it was nothing but funny moments for y'all. It was hilarious. But again, we can't say too much until another season or 2. Then once that happens, then y'all getting all types of work. You know what I mean? What? That wasn't no wild stuff to say.
But what you mean? What type of work? Glum, you lost me. From who?
From the NFC East.
Okay. What did that mean?
We could talk trash for real. Like, what did y'all do? You know what I'm saying? 1 bowl, 2 bowls, 1 ring.
2 bowls.
Yeah,
They went to 3. They went 3 in the last stretch, and they got 2 out the deal. Nick Foles and Jalen each got 1.
You right. But it was so far apart, wasn't it?
No.
How far apart was it?
Like 2 and 5 years.
Exactly. 5 years.
That's a good run.
Yeah.
That's a good run. That's a good run.
Back in our day, we ain't had to worry about time periods that far.
So if you draft a quarterback, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their last 2 quarterbacks they drafted, actually their last 3 quarterbacks they drafted, he got to a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Now 1 came back as a backup,
right,
and finished the job. But the 3 quarterbacks I drafted got us to the Super Bowl and got us 2 out the deal.
Yeah,
that's good work.
That's cool.
That's great work.
That's cool. That's a great story. That's great that you put it that way. But if we just talking in general without knowing all of those stats, it's kind of funny. You bring up, like you said, when we was on our stint, it wasn't like 1 year, then you wait 3 years, then you wait another 3 years. No, it was year. Okay, maybe a break. Year. Y'all did what?
We did 3 and 5 years. We went to 4 straight championship games and went to 3 Super Bowls.
That's all I'm saying.
But I mean, I get you. Again. Okay, one thing none of us did back in the day, we didn't have to deal with this influx of free agency and super teams.
Right.
Back then you could just lock players down and they could stay for life.
Yeah.
Now you got to deal with free agency every year.
Yeah.
So it's a little harder to stay consistent and constantly win.
Man, you
chips.
just giving them a back rub right now, ain't you?
No, I'm giving credit where credit due.
I gave Philly their credit. I gave them their credit. I'm not going to keep giving them credit. Now, they only give like 1 credit per conversation.
They the best run team in the league. Period.
You want to keep giving more credit?
No, that's the truth.
I'm saying, give them.
I mean, here's the thing.
I'm only going to say but so much congratulations and props.
One thing I know about them right now, and this is the clear thing. When we play them, because I only get to play you twice.
Right.
Unless I get to meet you in the play. When I play you, you're going to win the game in D.C., in Philly, and we're going to beat the brakes off you in Dallas.
I understand all of that.
See, I mean, that's
we're not about to make it seem like I'm over here slandering Philly.
No, you missed my point, though. So I can give them credit because we're going to beat them next year. We're going to continue to beat them at home like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing big. We always beat them at home.
Mm-hmm.
Unless somebody like Cooper Rush playing. Dak don't lose to them at home. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
That's real. Dakota does not lose at home.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only.
It's the truth. I mean, bro, look, okay, like my man that's commenting right now, we've been having this conversation about them trying to beat us in Dallas for years.
Mm.
And before last year, before the season started, did I not say the games we was going to win at home against y'all and them? Did I call it before the season started? Yes. The answer is yes. The answer is yes.
You know, I'm just getting these updates. That's all.
Okay. So, you know what I mean? So I call good money.
I'm just grabbing these updates.
All Jerry got to do is make a couple smart moves on defense, and we got double-figure wins next year. And we will bless y'all at home. We will bless them at home. We're going to bless them.
I hear you.
He said this. He said, Philly had y'all in Dallas, man. They just started, and I couldn't believe it. No, that's not what happened. Y'all was up 21-0 and couldn't believe what was happening. And we just said, all right, man, we can go get them. We had y'all in Philly. If I hate to say this, I think he set us up on purpose. That raggedy Miles Sanders fumbled. And then I don't know what was wrong with CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb just had a brain freeze. Something was wrong with him. But Miles Sanders had that raggedy fumble, and then I don't know what was wrong with CeeDee Lamb. That's the worst game CeeDee Lamb ever played. I ain't never seen CeeDee Lamb drop that many passes. My man was like, you know what? I don't feel like it tonight. I mean, bro, Dak put them Jones there, bro. Dak put them Jones there. That's one thing. Like I said, this last year is 1 year I had to say I can't blame one game on Dak Prescott. I can't blame one game on Dak Prescott. Now, who recently broke up with his fiance, so please do not let this carry over and make you not mentally ready for the season. But yeah, I can't blame one game on Dak Prescott.
Man, listen, man, I seen that report. I was like, dang, Dak, my boy. I think he might go do a little aggression. Y'all might do something now. He got something to prove.
Because she ain't signed a prenup?
That's right. Here, he got something to prove. You should have just signed a prenup, girl.
Hey, man, Dak getting that bacon.
That's what I'm saying.
Dak getting that bacon. So I get what he said. Hey, look, people say what you want to say. Oh, man, you supposed to be. Hey, look, man, look.
I'm going to keep it a stack with you, and I'm going to say this for the record. I don't care when people be like, you supposed to love me, and you shouldn't be thinking. Let me tell you something. In life, things happen, and people are not perfect. So my man was just making sure that he had an insurance.
Bro, I'm going to tell you something.
I'm telling you, the money that these players making.
Listen to me. Anybody that says, oh, the money will never change me, you just ain't making enough. Listen, when you start counting a couple $100 million, you talk about, okay.
Man, when your weekly check is $500,000, bro. Weekly check. We're not talking about a monthly check, a weekly check, bro.
Bro, listen. That man worth a couple $100 million.
That's what I said.
Hey, listen. Hold up. We listen, baby. I understand. I love you, but we talking different now. We got to be talking different. I ain't go through. You wasn't with you. You listen to me. My leg got turned two different directions, and I had to have 3 surgeries on my ankle.
I tell you.
Okay, it's going to come down to Philly and Dallas for the division again. Giants are on the rise. Commanders will be decent, health withstanding, but I think the Eagles and Cowboys will be 1 and 2 in the East. I agree.
All right, man. I'm going to keep hearing that, I guess, until the season.
This is a Philly fan saying that.
I understand. I agree. Philly fan. I understand that.
I agree.
Yeah, man,
y'all might make a couple more moves and it may change.
Nah, I don't want to hear nothing.
Right now,
I don't want to hear nothing.
Okay.
I don't want to hear nothing. All I want to say is keep that same energy.
Do I always? Now, one thing you better not do, though. One thing you better not do. Commander fans, I'm telling you now. One thing you better not do. You better not have a season similar to this one. I don't care who got hurt. You ain't going to hit the end of it.
We're not having that again.
I'm just saying. I know one thing. You ain't going to never hit the end of it.
We're not about to have, number one.
You're not going to hit the end of it.
That's cool. We good. We're not having it. We're not gonna worry about that. We're not worried about. We're not worried about
13 if you want to.
All right.
Oh man, you're gonna get 13 weeks of straight slander. And don't quit the show.
Ain't nobody quit no show, man. We just not gonna talk about what you want to talk about. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh yes, you are.
We ain't talking about what
I'm gonna call it the Red in the morning every Monday.
Oh,
hey, don't listen. You are not talking about anything but the
blocked. That's what you gonna do. You go ahead and make them calls you want to. You gonna get blocked. The moment we see that number call, Red gonna be like, hey, Carlton call and be like,
now you know what? I will call for undisclosed numbers.
That's cool. Hey man, you better be happy that we gotta answer the phone too.
He said, Red know how to hang up quick from the Commanders. I bet people are gonna start questioning JD5. I don't want that now.
You said what?
That's what he said. He said another bad season for the Commanders, and I bet people are going to start questioning JD5. I don't want that because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I actually like the young fella. I do. I think he's a great kid. I think he's a stand-up guy. I really just hope that I hope he gets somebody that at least get him to play a little safer. I think he just was a little too dependent on his ability to run around, and I didn't like it. I didn't like that. But I think he's a great kid. I really do. I'm not no hater. I think he's a great kid. I think he's a good quarterback. And if you put the right team around him, he is a team that you can build a championship around him.
It's not even that he's a good quarterback. My man's JD5 technically is he's overachieving when the team is not meeting where he's at. That's the truth about our team. JD5 is a elite quarterback. All right.
Elite?
Yes, he is.
Elite?
Yes. if you have read the coverages, if you looked at the backstories of the coverages last season, if you look at our wide receiving core, he never really had options. No one really was. Even Terry, we keeping it 100 right now. There were moments when nobody was open. He had nowhere to go.
You coming for Terry now?
I'm not. I'm keeping it 100, man. I'm defending JD5 name and making sure that people don't.
I just said I think the kid is great, man.
Listen, kid, I'm not saying you. I'm just going off of the statement saying that they will start talking about him being the problem rather than it being the team is the problem. And if people want to go to the point of blaming it on JD5, the only way that can happen is if you bring up footage that he is missing plays.
Somebody, he said, I like Jaden Daniels. I think he, with an elite roster, he can, that's a shot. With an elite roster, that's a shot. He would definitely get a championship.
Who is this?
The Eagles fan.
Another Eagles fan?
Same guy. Well, one of them. We got two of them. We got multiple Eagles fans in here. But
what? Ain't it amazing that they just flocked over here? Appreciate the love and support,
these my guys. These my guys. I appreciate the support.
Shout out to them flocking over here, man.
Let me say this. I think if you give this kid the right type of roster, everybody don't have to be elite. But if you give him the right type of rosters with just players that do their job and be where he need him to be, he'll get it done.
Well, see, and that's why I said we need two more dynamics on the offensive side. We need two more.
You need a bell cow. I don't understand why. Listen,
bro.
Watch this. When you have a running quarterback, you either need to have a game-breaking running back like Saquon Barkley, the year he had, or a bell cow like Derrick Henry. You need a bell cow when you that type of quarterback. A bell cow, you don't the stuff that bell cow can take off your plate.
100%, you're right.
The stuff, the dilemma, right. You don't got to run your quarterback as much.
You're right.
Your play action game is unbelievable. Like, you need a bell cow. Stop getting them scat backs and get a bell cow.
Well, you gotta understand too, that's not the league that we in no more.
It is.
Well, how many bell cows?
We just watched the bell cow win the Super Bowl. Kenneth Walker was a bell cow. We just watched
outside of Kenneth Walker, a Derrick Henry, and we talking about it's 32 teams in the league. How many bell cows in the league right now?
Not many. They're rare.
That's what I'm saying.
But how many teams get one and don't be successful?
It's not about the success that we're talking about right now. We're talking about the way that the league has shifted.
Yeah, but the teams that still do it have success.
100%. I'm not knocking you on that. But I said the league has shifted. Now, whether an owner decides to keep the original game plan, that's one thing.
Like I said, if you don't got a bell cow, he has to be a game wrecker. Saquon was a game wrecker.
Yeah. He still is now. He still is. Just because he had last season was not.
I'm just saying, but when he won the Super Bowl that year, he was.
See, that's another credit I gave. Well, technically, that ain't giving to Philly. They just right now own them right now. But you know.
And then the year before, you had Kansas City, who ran their running backs. You know what I mean? Bell cows get chips.
Kansas City had bell cows?
They didn't have bell cows, but he had a solid running game.
Respect.
Grind them out type running game.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Which Patrick gave up the flashy numbers for championships.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, my brother.
We know.
That's how you do it.
We know.
You know, the clock is ticking for some of these quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Dak Prescott. The clock is ticking.
You should have put Dak first. Because technically.
No, because Dak is not viewed to be on the status of them two. I'm going by status.
But Dak is older.
I'm going by status.
I'm going
by status. Right now, people say these guys are the best two quarterbacks in the league. So
Respect.
The last two MVPs. Get it done.
That's true.
You got to get it done. Dak got the pressure of getting it done because he's Dak. He played for the Cowboys, and he got to get it done. It's championship or bust for Dak every year. That's not new. It's championship or bust every year.
So if he don't do nothing this season, y'all getting rid of him? Y'all keeping him?
He said, conversation is going to get real loud for Jackson if he falls short again. Allen always gets excuses made for him. That's true. But he got to get it done. You say if Dak don't do what this year, it depends on how the season go. Does he fail us? If Dak has another year like the one he had last year, then there's nothing you can say. Because last year, like I said, everybody knows how critical I am of Dak Prescott and how have I been. But last year, I cannot point to one game and say, well, that was Dak's fault. Not one game out of 17. I can't go to one game and say, you know what, that's because of Dak.
I ain't really look at y'all games, but I also consider y'all. I mean, he was pulling up stats that was like, okay, well, obviously he ain't the problem.
He played ball.
As I said,
he balled out.
Couldn't say he was the problem. So yeah, respect.
He balled out.
Respect.
I mean, we lost one game. We lost the game where we scored 40. We lost another game where we scored 30. You can't look. You can never look across the field and be like, you know what, you ain't doing enough. What?
I mean, the owner said, but
if I put up 30, 40, we gotta get it done. He said Dak numbers are gonna look too good to replace him. You're not going to get that production in a free agent market in the draft. I mean, right now, I'm just saying he's just a playoff choker. That's true. He has to get that off him. If he has another amazing season and get to the playoffs and don't get it done, then that may make people want to run him out of town.
Mm-hmm.
He has been a playoff choker. And you know what? That's what I'm saying. That's why when people when Shady McCoy was dissing Sam Darnold, look, bro, there's so many people who've had talent around them who had the right team and they ain't get it done. That's why I refuse to let people slander Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold. It take a lot to win a championship. So don't run around talking about, oh, you only got it because you had this super team. It's people that had teams like that and didn't win.
Yeah. I mean, he was on a super team.
Tom Brady lost with a super team before.
Yeah, but Shady was on a super team.
What super team Shady was on?
With Ed McNabb, Awesome Walk, all of them. Remember when they had Awesome Walk, cornerback, defensive side, they thought that they was the dynamic duo. I mean,
they didn't even make the playoffs that year.
Yeah, they thought they was doing something.
What quarterback was that?
Wasn't that McNabb?
Nah, what's the quarterback? It was a backup quarterback. Was it Vince Young? Was it Vince Young? It was a backup quarterback that said, we're a super team. I think it was Vince Young. He played for Texas. I think it's Vince Young.
Yeah, he did. Vince Young did play for Texas.
I think it was Vince Young. But anyway, y'all, we have been up here for quite a while.
Indeed, man.
And we're going to get up out of here. Before we go, we're going to let everybody know we can find, where they can find us and what they got going on. Starting with my brother here, Mr. Stenard.
Yeah, well, it's only two of us, so ain't like a whole lot of us got something to say. But your boy, Brandon Stenard here. Listen, man, you can follow me on everything with that first and last name, Brandon Stenard. That's Tanard, man. We got a lot on the way. A lot on the way. As always, we say a lot is on the way. Interviews, always with the movies, always with the theater. Man, writing movies, writing scripts, writing and doing. We unlearning each time we talk about what is on the way. So if you've been tuned in each week and you've been hearing, oh, they got that, then you already know what's going on. I'm dropping more stuff on my YouTube channel. Shout out to everybody that is subscribed to the YouTube channel, that's been engaging on the reels or the shorts. That's what it's called, the shorts. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. But yeah, man, we on TikTok as well, getting more active on TikTok. Brandon Stenard on there as well, man. Let's get locked and loaded. Shout out to everybody. You can catch me every Monday morning at 10 a.m. on the Red Grant in the Morning podcast. And then if you want to jump on the Kick, we on Kick afterwards for the after show where it gets live for real. So if you're looking for some real laughs in the morning to get your week started off right, Red Grant in the Morning. I think his YouTube is Red Grant TV or Red Grant, one of the two. And just stay locked in with Red on IG as well. Outside of that, man, catch me with the Wizards games too. You know what I'm saying? We'll be back in the building very soon. I think the next time I might go to another game. Depends on who we play again. I do know that I'll be there for the Warriors game. We will be there for the Warriors game.
My season debut.
Man. And then I'll be back for Chicago with my boy Colin Sexton. So yeah, man, that's everything that's going on. I just dropped some more information for those that don't even understand where I'm coming from. But yeah, stay locked in with your boy. And this right here is
I am AK the Apostle. This is Let's Talk Sports Show. If you have not done so, please like and subscribe to the Let's Talk Sports Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, IG. Everything is either Let's Talk Sports, y'all, or AK the Apostle. And like he said, we have so much content coming your way from inside the locker room, outside the locker room, in the arenas, WNBA, NBA. Also, I'm live in the fight camps, specifically the Russell brothers. And we got some heavy content coming your way. We do have appearance in a movie that's coming up. We'll keep y'all posted on that. And also, got a lot of activity going on musically wise too. We got some videos coming at your way, new singles coming your way. Look out for my man. Well, features. I'm on some features, and then we may get back into maybe an EP or a small biopic of my last 2025, and in which I'm gonna go through channels because I went through a lot in 2025, so we're gonna go through it, man. And it's the old me versus the new me, aka the Apostle versus Tight Shorty. It's got some stuff coming your way, man. So be tuned, man. We out here.
woo! Yay! That's some good exclusive right there.
Hold on. And before I go, we also got some new business ventures coming up with some financial opportunities for not just me and my brother Sanaa, for everybody. So be tuned. My man Phil, that's your plug. Phil, that's your plug. We got some financial opportunities coming your way, man. Life changer.
You looking at the wrong camera.